This is Almighty Mike NYC, Almighty for the Most High, my Lord and Savior. Mike for my name, Michael. And NYC is where I rep, New York City, you already know, uptown, Wash Heights. Holla! So this is my first attempt at broadcasting while I play a video game. Basically, I am probably going to be the only one who's going to hear it, but if I do share it, I want to do my best to convey the message that I want to do while I game is explain the game as best I can, show you some fun gameplay, and have you come back and subscribe eventually, because I know I could probably make money from doing this. And there's one thing that I do always is that I always do my best, and if I really put my heart to this, show you how nice I am in video games, y'all gonna keep coming back. And that's what it is. I play every single video game you can think of. Well, there's some games I do pass, but I do try most that are popular, and then I do, there's some that I just don't prefer. But I am part of GameFly, so I rent games. My wife, who's so loving and caring and just the most amazing person I've ever met, encourages my video games. She doesn't mind it at all. She sort of supports me in my habit, and so I spend, I have my spending habits for video games. So I have a VR, I have an Xbox, I have a PS4. I plan on getting the Switch because Zelda looks amazing, and I'm a true gamer, and there's no one that can tell me differently. I don't know anyone who is nice in Call of Duty and The Division and can score 8 touchdowns on you in Madden. 2K I'm not that good in right now, but I used to play 2K since Dreamcast, so I can be nice in that. But I play every single game. FIFA. Let me just look at my library right now. FIFA, Titanfall. I have The Last Guardian, Battlefield 1. I mentioned the VR. I have almost every VR game that's out. Right now I'm rocking the Division Survival, and that's what I'm going to try to broadcast today, is the Division Survival. This is the Division. For those of you who don't know, this is there was a, if I was to describe this to someone who's listening, first describe what type of game it is. It is a sort of a shooter, a third-person RPG shooter. What RPG means is sort of a role-playing game, but this isn't necessarily role-playing. It's more of the menu system that describes it into the role-playing genre. But it's basically a third-person action shooter. I have guns, as you can see, and I am in the setting of New York City. This is New York City right here, Midtown Manhattan, going from Chelsea, so pretty much 14th Street, we would say, all the way up to Times Square, or even actually further, Rockefeller Center. And there's been a virus passed through money, which, how realistic that sounds in New York City, passing money around coffee shops, subway stations, McDonald's. Shout out to McDonald's, trying to get money any way I can. Yeah, passing money is very prevalent in New York, so there's been a virus passed through money, causing the entire city to be pretty much in shambles. People walking around with guns, obviously. This red area is for the virus is really prevalent, sort of the dark zone, the basically ground zero for where it all started. And it's a fun game. I enjoy it. Some people don't, but it's a game where you try to find the cure for the virus and find out the source and all these different aspects for it. You pretty much go throughout the city. It has a lot of representations: Madison Square Garden, Empire State Building, Rockefeller Center, as I mentioned, Times Square. But it is, it's not exactly block by block New York City. Definitely not. Like if I go to 8th Avenue and 39th, the electronics store is not there. But it can be. There can be some electronic stores. And again, it's not store for store representation block to block, but it does a great job. You see some boats near the Intrepid. You see definitely the projects near Stuyvesant, that's for sure. Because I serve here at a soup kitchen at a church. Father's Heart, shouting you out always. So yeah, it does a great job. So sorry for this. Again, this is something that I guess I will do. The people who I show this to, let me know if this works, me just zooming in and out explaining everything. I don't want to make my broadcast too long, but I do want to give background to those people who've never played this game before, because that's my angle. Because I'm nice in games and I want to share with anybody. So if you want to share it with your girl, or you want to share it with your kids and say, oh, is this good for kids? Is this good for me and my lady? I'm going to do that. So let's get to it. Should I just jump right to it? Okay, so this is a third-person action RPG shooter, I guess to describe it. There's a lot of elements, but I'm focusing on survival. So survival is a new mode that came out yesterday. It costs $19.99. I bought the gold edition of this game, so I paid $30 extra when it first came out, and I got all this content pretty much for free. I just downloaded it when it comes out. There's 3 different packs that are coming out, but pretty much this portion of it, this is my guy. His name is Fu Sing, named after a Chinese restaurant on 176 and Broadway. Fu Sing is here. Survival. We are basically. This whole map will be changed per se. It will be extreme weather conditions with snow blizzards. I am sick, so it sort of changes what the game is and brings it into a new mode. So this entire city will be open, and my goal is to survive pretty much and find some information on the virus again. That's not really important. No one really ever remembers what they're doing in regards to these games. You're just pretty much trying to survive. So it'll give me objectives, I'll take care of them, and we're pretty much at that. So here I am. There is a queue, so we need 24 people to start. So in the map there will be 24 other people. So this session pretty much can last up to 30 seconds to an hour and a half, depending on how well I do. So I will let this video play, just so, again, to give background to those of you who've never played this or have no idea. Again, this is just me who's pretty much going to watch this, so I'm going to be bored right now and I'm going to fast forward this. But the whole point is that if in the future I want to see if this works, if having all of this background is something that people will enjoy, or should I just cut to the chase and get to the point.
Antivirals lost in the dark zone have been located. There's no time to wait.
Again, this is me.
You and a team need to go secure them right now, or someone else will.
Come on, move it.
The chopper crashes, and I wake up in a random
But we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight. We're locking the base down for the duration, and Rhodes says the weather might bork all our comms, so we can't count on being in contact.
Because I have my TV pretty low. I'm getting back to the sounds. But again, I'm in this chopper. Again, I'm getting a virus. I'm transporting a virus.
Just get there before the storm really hits.
Again, that's never important.
Do whatever you need to do to get back alive.
Actually, that's wrong. I shouldn't say never.
Out.
Ultimately, it's a story. Some people do care about the story. Some people do care about this portion of it. I personally don't. In this type of game, and others that do, of course. I play The Witcher 3, for example, and you want to know every detail of that story. But this one here is not necessarily important. So, again, there's a chopper that crashed. My goal is probably to go over there. This is the 3rd time I try this. I tried 2 attempts yesterday, and both with friends. It was fun, challenging, but I want to rather explain it all along the way so I can show you guys what's going on. So again, this is a sort of blizzard that starts, and then now it's going to load me up. So here we are. We wake up in a random spot in New York City. I'll show you guys where I woke up. So here I am actually on 41st and 12th Avenue. This is a hideout here. There's some fire outside, but as soon as I get outside, I will see people. So my goal is to get to this helicopter crash. I'm going to actually do that as quickly as possible since I'm so close. So throughout inside every hangout safe house, there is an item, this item is used to craft a particular tool that will help you. So for example, I'm actually crafting a mesh cap so I can stay warm. This gives me 4 protection. The gauge goes, I've seen as high as 16 so far. So I pretty much equip that. And I put that on. Put the hat on. Now I'm a little warmer to bear with outside. So that's pretty much it. Basically, I have no items. I just have a gun and this cap pretty much with my jacket to stay warm and to protect myself. So now I'm going outside, and my goal again is to go
temperature detected
to the crash site. So again, it's cold conditions. Not. So as you can see on the right top side, there's a meter that's going cold, getting cold, and this goes down fairly quickly since I don't have any protection. As soon as that goes down, my life will begin to sort of be affected, and then eventually I will die. So I am attempting to go literally heads in. I just saw someone from a distance, heads in to fight. I'm going to go over here real quick to see if there's a fire. There's going to be a safe house, so we're actually going to go in here just to see if there's any items. So again, the goal right now is just basically to go to the helicopter, which I just crashed, to see if there's any items to help. Again, some items to either give me some, there we go, to give me some clothes or a gun or something to protect myself, because eventually I need to find the virus or whatever it is and extract it. So currently my objective is to craft a virus filter. There's a virus, so I'm sure it's a mask that I need to use to protect myself. So that might be the only item here. And what I'm going to do is what I'm attempting to do is craft another item to keep myself warm, because that's gonna affect me. So, all right, there we go. So I get a nice little green scarf. Go back out and go back to it. So people are dying. So there's 24 agents that I mentioned in the beginning, and I'm sure there are probably like 18, 17 left. I've seen them.
detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased.
Helicopter in there. 18 agents in there. Staying quiet isn't a good thing, because you're basically watching me run. But I do need to continue to talk non-stop. Okay, so I'm running to the helicopter spot. I haven't seen anybody. I should just narrate things I've done here. So here we have some enemies, some NPCs, and some. I want to be first to sort of warm myself up before they see me. Okay. Nice. Oh, perfect. Some items. Here we go. So throughout the map, there'll be things I'll be able to loot, things I can find that can help me. So for example, I will get thirsty, so the water will be essential. So finding items all throughout will help significantly. Actually, if I take this water, something I just learned is if I drink this water, it will allow me to see other things I can loot. So for example, let's see if I can show you an example. I can see the boxes of things I need to find through walls. Through, oh, somebody just saw me. Where are they? Oh, there you go. So you can see that through walls, things I can find. So this something here. Oh, some boots. I'm on right now. Uh-oh. Alright. Good right now. This is my first broadcast. I'm going to be told by the evening guys. No way. I told you I'm nice in video games. That will not happen. Pistol. Alright. There doesn't seem to be anybody. Look, I got a shot grenade, some more clothes. Here's some tools and some ammo. again, you see how all these agents are dying and all of that is going on? That is why I say that I am better in video games. I understand objectives and the points. I'm just nice. I've been playing since I was 4 years old. I have 2 older sisters, and they were awesome. They, you know, I learned so much from them, but one thing I didn't learn from them was to play with them, because I wasn't playing, doing their thing. They were young women growing up, you know, dealing with their own issues, and I was the only boy, so they gave me Super Mario, and it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Putting a controller with a wire connected to the television changed my life. I played video games all throughout. My mom used to hide the remote so I can do my homework. I'm glad she did, because it helped me become the man I am today. I am a full-time environmental health and safety specialist at a hospital. Basically, I do inspections and ensure safety throughout the hospital, ensuring compliance from all regulatory agencies. Yada yada yada. I am chilling. I love my job. It's cool. I ensure I love my hospital. So it's a great gig. And on my spare time, I am a husband, soon-to-be father. I serve at my church. You know, I was saved by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and that's something I will mention in my broadcast, but not blatantly. I'm not trying to. Obviously, I always profess my faith, and my faith is first and foremost always. But I'm not going to use. I'm not going to just offend people, I guess, because I need to be sensitive to people's wants in regards to just speaking about faith in God and all of that, or lack of thereof. So I will mention it just in my sense. For instance, when I say Almighty Mike NYC, I'm definitely going to say Almighty from my God, and Mike from who I am, Michael, and then NYC from where I rep, which just makes perfect sense. Yes, man, I'm killing right now. So I hope you're still with me. For those who I just shared this video with, this is no one's gonna watch this. This is only for me. But I'm gonna share it with people, cut it maybe, talk over it. I don't know. I gotta figure it out, but because I can't have hour-long videos always. But since this is survival and this takes long, it makes perfect sense to do it. I wonder if somebody. I meet someone while I'm playing who doesn't shoot me. 12 left? Yo, these guys are the worst. I lost my train of thought. That can't happen as well. I need to be scripted. I need to be, not scripted. I need to have a script. I need to have focus points and things to say. But I was mentioning why I play video games and why I'm nice. Mad tangents, but really the point back being is that there's 12 agents left. That's what it was. There's 12 agents left, and there's no reason to rush this. Did you not see the conditions outside? It is snowy, it is bad, there's men out there trying to kill me, and I need to protect myself. So I'd rather take my time, look for things that will help me, and take it from there. So I went into that door, so let's see what's over here. Yeah, there's no reason to rush. They'll probably leave me back outside. I wonder if I even closed the gate and I left it open. There we go. Some more stuff. 2 more stuff. Let's go, man. Dude, what's in this box? Look at that. Knee pads, another hat. Look at all that ammo. Oh, let's go. A chest. The gloves that will, again, help protect me, help battle these guys, these enemies that are out there, these savages trying to kill me in the brutal blizzard in New York City, all fighting for viruses and survival. It's an all-out war out here, and I am Fusing Division Agent Extraordinaire, maxed out level. All right, so let's see what I got so far. So this is all my inventory, and this is where the RPG element comes to it. Again, role playing. So it's wait, what's just happened? What just happened? What was that? I didn't just imagine that flash, but now, alright, so let me just stay up here. Okay, so my inventory, this is gear, vest, mask, things to protect me, enhance my abilities. So I picked up some knee pads and gloves that are better, improves my toughness, which is my health, skill level, which is something that, what's going on? Oh, so this is what happens in video games. Errors, and that's the end of the broadcast. How awesome was this video? Subscribe, like, I want to get 1 million followers. I want to be able to share video games with the world, and you know, and get paid for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone is charismatic. Not everyone speaks eloquently like I do. Not everyone can mumble to themselves and figure things out on the fly. But we will see if this works. This is take one. Ended with Delta C-0-16. Excuse me, 1243. Wow, I need to focus. These are the things I need to focus on. Reading the things right in front of me. Focusing on the environment and what I want to say. Don't go on tangents. All these little things I will perfect. But this has been take one of Almighty Mike's broadcast, Almighty Mike's channel. That's what it's going to be called, Almighty Mike's channel. I do drone videos. I part of Scene While Flying. That's my company with one of my boys, Julian. Shout out to Julian, La Coca Nostra. He and I have drones, and we are doing videos for real estate, weddings, parties, anything we could pretty much put our hands on. We will do that. And then also my channel for video games. I love video games. I'm a gamer to the core, and that's that. So again, let's see if I can get my first subscriber. Whoever watched this, whoever I shared this with, subscribe right now. Holla. Oh wait, I have to go to end broadcast. Duh. See, again, downtime 3 hours. Are you kidding me? Wait, no, this Thursday at 3:30 a.m. I'll be sleeping. Holla. I almost lost it real quick because I want to play this. Damn, man, I was killing too, man. Did you not see I was 11 people left? All right, see, I got to end the broadcast when I say I end the broadcast. Don't keep going. Peace.